first and 10. Here's Brady. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Defensively here, Charles, I'd have to imagine coming up with a game plan to stop Tom Brady. Many have tried. Few have succeeded. But what do you see as their best course of action?
Well, besides stating the obvious, which is having great guys who can cover, and we know how difficult that is in the NFL, I say it's inside pressure. The guy's up the middle in his face, because he's not the type of athlete who can get out to the perimeter and hurt you. He likes to step up in the pocket and throw downfield. If you have a couple of good pass rushers right in his face, right in his grill, that's your best chance to slow him down.
On play action, now Brady. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Brady now on first down. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he's...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This take it in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Fields now to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jamin Davis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From his goal line here, Fields. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And he slides to avoid the hit. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Here's Fields. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Well, and CD, we have certainly seen this guy make some magic with the ball in his hands. He was top 10 in the NFL last year in yards after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And going deep for Hill. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Brady.
There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That one good for 24 yards. Brady to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Brady.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Brady.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Brady. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Brady now to throw. He is going to find Hill here, and he'll be out of bounds. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Johnson is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now Fields. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On the ground, this is Michel. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Back to throw. Fields. Being chased out left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We're pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Fields. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How they can get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. from the red zone now. They'll look to throw to Michel on the screen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Fields throwing again.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Now it's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Butker's kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
The final shot before half for Brady. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So tied for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think that...
Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it, and the Bengals grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Fields on first down. Going up top. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Here's Fields on the sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they will run it with Michel. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They snap it to Fields. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DK Metcalf. 98 yards. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we go. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
That's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Throwing after the interception, Fields. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Fields now to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, Fields. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talent, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And all the way down to the 37. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the gun, here's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Flushed out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Fields steps away to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw, Fields. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Forced out to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a play fake. Brady. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. That throw by Brady incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Brady going to look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Ndamukong Suh picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mon looks to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.